You are now listening to Thoughts from a Beatmaker.
Welcome to Thoughts from a Beatmaker. So, this episode, I want to talk about culture, right? What is it? Culture, I would say, in my definition, is a way of society, rules, a set of rules in a society of how people treat each other, how we treat our elders, the things that we celebrate, the things that we hold important, right? In a culture, certain things are deemed above all else, right? So culture is very important in any field or society, right? It's almost like a birthright or a family heirloom, but more of a societal family heirloom, right? These are things that we pass down to, our children's children, right? It's a set of ways of how to move and think in a society, right? And then, of course, that's my definition. I'm pretty sure, I know there is a definition, but that's kind of how I see what it is, right? So it's very important to hold on to certain things when it comes to culture, right? And that doesn't have to be societal. That could be in a job, obviously. Job cultures are very important, but they can also be very detrimental. If you work in a job and, culture could be toxic, it could be great, that is how either the person at the top feels of how that societal job has to be, right? Societal job as in the society within that job, right? Within that job, this is how we treat each other. This is how we treat people who are not producing. This is how we treat, this group of people. This is how we treat this group of people. Jobs are nothing more than small societies within the society, Military, same thing. You're in a bubble and there's a certain culture that comes with being in the military, right? Certain way you think, certain way you talk to certain people, especially your superiors, anybody of a higher rank than you are, right? That is a culture that has been passed down from its beginning up until now, right? And I think what's important is whenever you go anywhere, first and foremost, always figure out what is the culture of this place. What do they feel about X, Y, and Z? Is it something that can teach me how to be better? Is it something that can hinder me, right? Because, like I've said before, you actually learn things from very crazy places. You learn things from people you don't like. You learn things from certain jobs that you hated, but it really taught you a valuable lesson. People bring a certain type of culture from different jobs into another job. So culture is key when it comes to the success or the downfall of anything. I feel as though you really, as a person, before you move into anything, right? You starting a new job, or you starting a new passion, right? What is the culture of this place? I think once you figure that part out, it's easy to move, because now you're not basing it off what you think, you're basing it off what it is. The real world aspect of what this entity in which you are working for or doing, you're basing it off what it is, not for what you think it is. And I think that's important for a lot of people, because a lot of people go into different places and jobs and fields. They think that, oh my God, this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread, not understanding the culture of it. And they really get either butthurt or they get a rude awakening that, hey, this is not what you think it is. You really need to figure out what you really want to do, or figure out the culture of this thing, because once you do, then it'll be easier for you to navigate. All right. But yeah, once you do that, man, I think you'll be okay. Obviously that takes time. So really, really take your time, ask questions, write it down, really soak it all in, right? Again, once you do that, I think you'll be okay. But you have to take things for what they are sometimes, not for what you want them to be. All right? All right, I'll catch you on the next episode of Thoughts from Beatmaker. Peace.
You are now listening to Thoughts from a Beatmaker.